today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They'll look to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Akers. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., 83 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your. You give yourself your.
And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for two. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team, because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Second and 6. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dorsey. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Dorsey. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and short. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Throwing on 1st down. Dorsey. Smith catches left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Dorsey. It's caught. Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Dorsey dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll run this with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Back to throw. Dorsey. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean,
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey, complete. Smith has it. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dorsey. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 17-8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Flush to his right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Chubb, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now back to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Over the middle, complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Dorsey throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So the 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
You're looking for tendency breakers right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Dorsey. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Dorsey. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a great job.
Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd TD in the game and 18th of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Back to throw again. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Dorsey. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. Dorsey. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.